too much of that unless he's wanting to conserve some energy and drop him back into his zone at some point. So here's Braxton Cox running the point right now as Ashley Stoll is all over her as she crosses the timeline. As she almost gets it ripped out of there, and she does. She's going to take it the other direction, tries to find Cassie Miller, but she's going to pull up and she's going to travel. And a traveling there by Ashley Stoll will be a turnover now for the Bulldogs. One apiece. Northern Valley with a turnover and Rexford with a turnover as well. Cox works it across the timeline, gets it to Vesteca. Now swings it to Whitney. She'll work on Cassie Miller, and she goes to the rim. Long two-point shot up, air ball here for Tania Spear, and that ball's out of bounds. Golden Plains to take over. So Northern Valley's going to start in a man-to-man pressure full court as they get it into Cassie Miller.
Not a look that they've done a lot this year, but I don't dislike the aggressive play coming out of the gate. Like we said time and time again, last game of the regular season, you kind of want to just leave it all out on the table right now. You know that's not the last ball game for these girls. They're going to go into sub-state and at least play one apiece left. But you really want to leave your mark on this year right now.
As Ashley Stoll goes around the defender, goes to the rim, she's fouled. She'll go to the line to see if she can start the scoring here for the Bulldogs. And she does. Ashley Stoll is a 73.3% free throw shooter. Pretty darn good, and all she did was get better there by knocking two more down.
As this Huskies get the ball in with the pressure and take it all the way to the other end, but this is going to go on Braxton Cox's foot, and it's going to be a turnover for the Huskies.
So a man-to-man full court pressure here by the Huskies. Cassie Miller with that left hand. She's helped over there. Stopped from the going to the rim. Now she's dead where she's got it. Just to go to Brianna Roth. High ball screen, and she goes around. Gets it over to Brooke Stoll. And she'll go around a beautiful spin move, and she goes to the rim. Just goes off, no good. But Ashley Stoll with the rebound. Back to Miller. Miller puts up the jump shot. Rattles around and good for for Cassidy Miller. This is Whitney bringing it up the floor this time against Miller. As she loses her dribble here, she's looking for somewhere to go with it. Gets it to Spear. Good hands there by Cassie Miller. It's going to cause a turnover, and they get that ball up to Stoll. She's looking for Stoll over there, up and in. That was Brooke Stoll with those 2 points. Good look by Ashley, though. Whitney's going to get called for another turnover as she got a little high on that dribble. As two players come in here, Austin Cox and Jaden Spear. And this is, I thought she was doing a sneak attack, trying to keep 6 out there. As Tania Spear and Braxton Cox sit.
Yeah, we need maybe as many people as we can out there against this number 2 team in the state right now. This Golden Plains team, they just play really well as a team. There's not really one player that just sticks out and dominates in a game, but you just got to appreciate how they all work together as they're going to get a travel here, so it's going to be the Huskies' ball.
And Brooke called for the travel. She turned around and going, okay. They get the ball into Cox. She tries to go up the sideline.
A good move by Austin.
By Rath. Blocking foul there by Morgan Wark, and it's going to be Northern Valley's ball on the side. It'll be her first, team second on the evening. Whitney now finds Barrett open for the long 2-point shot. Just rattles around, but Whitney with an offensive rebound trying to figure out where to go with it. It's going to be tied up, and the ball on the possession arrow will go to Rexford. The Bulldogs will have to inbound it there on the sideline. Miller to bring it up. As Vesteca got her hand on it and knocks it out. Good active hands by her. It's 6-0, but Northern Valley's, kind of weathered the storm here early. as they try and lob pass it in here. Only
Somehow
the good hustle of work keeps it alive.
Yeah.
Get it back to Stoll to reset. Now to Miller, goes over the high ball screen of Ashley Stoll. Now she tries to dump it inside to Brooke, but it goes just a little strong. And I'm going to say it right here. The Bulldogs aren't playing extremely sharp right here.
No, look pretty flat, especially on the offensive side of things. But not going to give all the credit to them coming out flat. But the Huskies are also coming out with an intensity right now, and they're going to get a turnover here as Austin Cox is going to get called for the carry.
I don't know.
Stephanie
Whitney all over, isn't she?
She is. She's playing. As long as she keeps those hands up, you don't want to end up wrapping up your defender.
Ripped out of there by Braxton. We got a foul by Broth, I believe. No, they're going to give it to Stoll.
Yeah.
Ashley will pick this one up.
Good job by Northern Valley so far with the tenacious defense against a team that, like we talked about, has almost doubled the points of their opponents so far this year. And, there's a lot of game left to be played and a lot of work to be done. But so far, the Huskies are coming out with an intensity that I really like to see. It's Austin Cox with a good move going with the scoop and score to the bucket there.
She goes right around Roth right there and scored it. Give Northern Valley their first 2 points of the game. Right here, Vistica gets it away. Cox comes away with it. She'll cross over, tries to find it, but Ashley Stoll, smart play, and Cassie Miller's going to find her up in front of everybody. But Jaden's going to knock it out of there. Huskies are playing pretty good here, down just 6-2 right now here in this first quarter.
The number 2 ranked team in the state, like we've said so many times, at 6-2 this far into the game. But the Huskies are not going to need to let up because their coach over there was lighting a fire underneath these girls saying, hey, we've been talking about how this team comes out not flat, but it looks like they kind of have a little bit so far. And so he might be saying, wake up, girls, we're playing basketball tonight.
It kind of works into Northern Valley's advantage here really well as we got a 3-second call inside as Miller got caught. The man-to-man defense, we talked about it. Northern Valley exploits man-to-man better than they do zone.
Yep.
And right now, the shots are not falling. Brianna is just working on that one. This one's going to be tied up between her and Austin.
Yes, good active hands there.
Northern Valley will get it back.
Good active hands by Brianna Rath, causing the jump ball there.
As they get the ball to Cox here on the sideline, it's ripped out of there again by Roth. Stoll with the shot, up and good. Brooke Stoll for 2 points. As she just caught it, calmly shot it and made it in. It's her 4th point of the game.
So Huskies are just going to clear out here and let Braxton Cox take it up the court.
As she's working on Ashley Stoll, she knocks it out, but it'll stay here on possession arrow. Excuse me, not the possession arrow. She knocked it out of bounds.
Yeah, it's just going to stay here with the Huskies.
Stay here with the Huskies. We got some substitutions in there. Carly Neiman in, as well as number 22, Rihanna Taylor. Skip pass here to Whitney. And she'll work on Miller. Gets it out to Braxton. Open, has been shooting well, but this one's going to be just long. And Rexford looking to run here, the Bulldogs, but doing a good job of marking that ball is Spear and Whitney there. Up and in, an easy one, but it rattles out for Ashley Stoll. She had an easy one, and Jaden beats her to the bucket, or beats her to the ball, and Northern Valley will take it over.
Looks like this time the jump ball is going to go towards the Rexford Bulldogs, so it's going to be their ball.
Stoll to play it in here on the sideline. Miller's going to be fouled by Spear here. Gets her on the hand check out top. So it'll go out of bounds underneath. Probably a good foul, actually.
Yeah, I think they would have put 2 on the board pretty easy there. She was getting ahead of steam going for that layup.
Tania's first foul. She'll come out. Visteka comes in for her. Nice steal in there by Vesteca.
Jump ball. It's going to be Northern Valley's ball this time.
Vesteca's been very active on the defensive end so far.
Yeah, she's been scrappy over there and maybe causing a little bit of frustration for these Bulldogs so far. As Jaden Spear looks to go at the basket but kicks it back out to Braxton. Kind of a
helter-skelter.
Little bit of a low pass there. Couldn't quite get a control of it, and so it got tied up there. It's going to be another jump ball.
I didn't know what was happening there. Ashley Stoll went running out the door to throw something away, but in my back of my ear, I hear a telephone ringing. I'm like, is she going to go out there and answer the phone call? She usually does everything else for the Bulldogs here tonight.
Yeah, maybe.
A foul here against Vesteca trying to get the steal. Yeah, she deserved it too.
Yeah, the Huskies are playing pretty aggressive, sticky defense, but with that is going to come a couple more fouls. But I don't think Coach Cox is going to mind too much as this one just gets dumped over the top of Jaden Spear.
Beautiful. Do you like that inbounds play?
Yeah.
I love that inbounds play. Ashley Stoll will knock that 2 points in.
When you're playing a team that can score this well, I would make sure to keep your defender or keep the person you're defending in front of you at all times.
Beautiful up pass, and another one there by Brianna Taylor.
And that right there is why they are the number 2 team in the state, because they can do things like that and play so well as a team.
Carly had an opportunity to put it in, but she flipped it over to Brianna, and they put it in.
Good quick ball movement by the Bulldogs.
It's good play there by her as Rath is going to sit, or Rath, excuse me. Rath will sit.
The Huskies are looking to get the ball in here, but
another steal by Ashley. She's called for the travel.
I would have to disagree with that one. She got wrapped up right there.
She got mugged.
Yeah, I thought the foul was going to go against Braxton Cox, and the fans are rightfully not pleased with that call.
We got a warning on the sideline, but I'm going to see who it's against.
It's going to be against.
Okay, so she reached across the baseline, and you can't do that. You get the first one's a warning, the second one's a technical.
And it's a team warning thing, not a player warning thing. So all of them are going to have to be aware of that. We've got another jump.
Is Northern Valley trying to draw something up to get the ball in bounds.
Looks like they're going to go
soon
into
as
a
they
zone trap here.
You love the zone trap.
I do.
And they're going to run it here against Northern Valley. Northern Valley breaks it now. They're going to swing to Whitney on the side. She goes to the rim, but she's going to be
fouled on the floor. Yeah, might have bailed her out a little bit there. It looks like she kind of got tied up towards the end of the basket there and with nowhere to go.
We got a foul against Sydney Taylor.
This one's
checked into the game, and she just had that block shot in there as Jaden had one get thrown out of there. Ashley Stoll way in the corner now, finds Cassie Miller up top. Beautiful bounce pass into the inside and
She's
score.
Got a nice smooth little jumper.
That was a
nice
play by Miller.
And against this zone trap, you cannot just hold the ball. That's where bad things happen if you're the Huskies. And
Taylor's going to fight for this one and get another one.
I really thought that was going to be a turnover, but Vesteca followed it after she lost it and tied it up.
Well, if it goes to the other team, it's still a turnover.
Is it if it's a jump?
Yeah, because the other team gets it.
Not in the books.
Yeah, it is. In my book, it is.
Well.
It's not fate, man.
It's not, but a jump ball is different than just an outright turnover.
All right, so Northern Valley's fell into a 2-3 zone here as they've kept the Golden Plains ladies from firing from three, but this three-pointer, I knew it was going to come because they were running against the zone. Raina Taylor, had a really hot game against us earlier on in the season. This one is no good for her. And Northern Valley gets it back with under a minute to go here.
They go back to man-to-man pressure.
All the way around. Spear now to Baird up top as she clears room. Now gets it to Cox. Dribbles it off. Her foot has to dive back onto the floor. Northern Valley's going to control this one on the side or underneath. they get the ball into Whitney. Spear into the corner, back to Cox. She tries to go to the rim, gets it up, and no good on the shot, but she will go to the line. Cox forcing the issue, going to the hole pretty hard. Roth gets her, excuse me, that's Rath, isn't it? Rath. It is Rath. Cox misses the front end of that one. Brianna picks up her second, wasn't it?
They had it up there as her first, but I'm not sure. They took it down.
Second. Taylor.
We got 25 seconds to go in this quarter.
Taylor now to Stoll. Back to Taylor, left open, but she'll pass it inside to Taylor, and she'll miss that one. Northern Valley's got it with 15 to go. Gets it to Spear in the corner, now back to Whitney. Swing it to Cox. Now she's trying to look for somewhere to go. Skip pass to Vesteca. Open for a two-point shot. Up and in for Shaley.
Good ball movement by the Huskies there.
And as the quarter ends, she almost cashed it. Here on OpenSpacesSports.com. But I think Northern Valley has absolutely frustrated the Lady Bulldogs here tonight.
Yeah, they're playing a very tenacious type of game. And, just not letting the Bulldogs just have their way. They're making everything a little bit hard on them. The times that the Bulldogs have broken away and used quick passes is when they've gotten good scoring opportunities like they did there.
But they still have Miss Ashley Stoll in there, and she nails that corner three off of Morgan Works. Good work on the offensive rebound sides. Northern Valley swing it all the way around here to Cox, trying to get it inside to Jaden Spear, and does. She'll turn and she'll score. Was that offense?
That was a play. That's what that was, and I liked watching it. They should go back to it. A lot of times they get kind of flustered and fall out of their set, but that time they stuck with it, and good things happen. They got 2 points on the board. As the Bulldogs just short on this one.
But Miller with the offensive rebound gets it over to Ashley Stoll, but she missed the bunny, and Baird comes away with that rebound.
Yeah, kind of a quick release there. Just rushed her shot. What I thought was going to be an easy make. I'm sure that she's kicking herself down there as well. So as Braxton Cox is trying to get around the defender here, and we got a 3-second call. This one's going to be against Jaden Spear.
What'd you have for that first quarter score?
I'm not keeping score.
I thought it was 14. 15, 16, 7. It had to be 14.
It was 14-4.
Yep. As Northern Valley's now into that 2-3 zone, if they can continue to miss from the outside, just as I say that, Brooke Stoll says,
that was a great shot.
I'm way too wide open for that mess.
Yeah,
they've knocked in their second three-pointer of this quarter. Northern Valley didn't allow one in the first quarter, but now in the second quarter, they've went to that zone, and the three-pointers are falling here for Golden Plains. You might have to jump right back into the man-to-man just to eliminate that, as they're going to fall back into the 1-3-1 zone trap. Here, a half-court trap scenario with Ashley Stoll at the point. Huskies swing it around out of Vesteca. Now she's got to get it back to Baird. And it's ripped out of there by Raft, but it's going to stay here with Northern Valley. The active hands is something to watch here. It's fun.
Yeah, they're a very good defensive team. We talk about their shooters from the outside, but defensively is where kind of the Bulldogs make their living is keeping teams to a low shooting percentage and not really giving them a lot of opportunities. Here the Huskies are going to turn the ball over with the 5 seconds.
And just like that, we're talking about that defensive intensity. Nothing easy,
Smothered them.
even an inbounds play. Nothing easy when you're playing Golden Plains. They swing it to Ward. Now over to Stoll. As Northern Valley went back to that man-to-man that I called for here a little bit ago, trying to get it into Ashley, and she does, but she misses. Good box out there by Tania Spear, and Jaden comes out of that one with it. But Brooke just rips it out of there, and she'll head the other direction out in front of everybody. We'll have a foul on the floor by Spear again. Tania's going to pick up this one, but another good foul. Really, I mean, She's not going to allow him to get an easy shot to the bucket, keeps this game close. Tania with her second foul, but 2 very timely fouls. This one's knocked out of there by Cox. It'll stay underneath with Golden Plains.
Yeah, Huskies are going to need to stay strong down there by the basket because right now, especially on those inbound plays, the Golden Plains Bulldogs are looking to just kind of bully their way through there and push the bodies out of the way to make a clear shot.
You know, I think they've scored quite a few of their points on these inbounds plays. As Baird squeezes around, finds an opening.
Shot there by Mary
and
Baird.
Or fuel delivery or an oil change. You can trust the friendly people at the Home Oil Company.
The Huskies pick up. Sorry.
You're all right. Back into second quarter action here. 5 minutes to go in the first half. Rath's going to fire this 3, and she's going to drain it.
That's kind of the money spot right there, isn't it?
If you're going to guard Brianna Rath, it better be from the three-point line. That is her 37th. What happened there to Brianna? I looked down.
Austin Cox kind of was.
Oh, Austin chucked her. I'm sorry there, Brianna. Trying to match there.
Nothing intentional, but she got hit in the face and went down. And hopefully she's all right, and we can see her back in the game soon enough. She might have got poked in the eye or kind of hit in the nose there, which can make your eyes water up pretty good.
Austin caught her with an elbow. And to the bench, Rath is going to go. Their best defensive man-on-man defender. As a travel over there in the corner by Spear. As Huskies pick up man-to-man full court.
If you're going to pick up full court, though.
That's not.
If you're going to pick up full court, though, you better be ready to move your feet.
That's right, because Ashley was trying to go full length there.
They called her for the carry. And so it's going to be a turnover on the Bulldogs.
They get the ball into Jaden here this time.
Good screen there by Austin Cox, but Jaden picks up her dribble, doesn't have very where to go with it. Back to Austin Cox as she looks to go to the rim.
Going to be too hard and goes out of bounds.
Kind of got a little bit too much steam going there. She was looking for somewhere to go with it, maybe an opening to the hoop, and just never showed up as the ball just kind of went out of bounds, ran out of real estate. They're going to call Shaylee Visteca on the arm here. Stephanie Whitney gets this one.
We got a foul now on the Bulldogs.
Also number 11, that's going to be Emma Weiner.
Emma into the game. Get the ball into Spear in the corner. High ball screen. Now Spear trying to get it back here to Cox, or anybody for that matter. Tries to throws it at.
Throws a little bit of a shoe shiner there with the person in front of her face.
I like that comment. A shoe shiner.
Yeah. Shoe shiner.
You're a shoe shiner. Here's Miller to put it into play here and set the offense for the Golden Plains Lady Bulldogs. Trying to get something to work. Here's Ashley Stoll. She's going to go all the way to the rim. Kick it to Morgan. Morgan's going to look for where to go. Finds it to Weiner. Weiner into the middle. Now back to Stoll. Brooke now looking for Ashley. She's got it there on the side. Good defense there by Stephanie Whitney. She's pesty out there would be a good way to put it. Yeah. Gets it inside to Miller. Calmly goes to the rim. Draws the foul and goes up and in. That's a great veteran play by Cassie Miller.
One thing I appreciate about Cassie Miller's play is she always just slows down the game. She doesn't really let it get out of hand for her. She really just brings it to her, like you can see here. And that's where she comes up with some of the greatest shots and finds those openings. She's a very patient player. As we got a couple subs here. Rath is going to come back in for the Bulldogs, as well as
That's good to see.
Raina Taylor, and then Mary Baird is going to come in for the Huskies.
So Cassie misses both of them on the free throw end.
And a good board there by Austin Cox, taking it the other way. I was trying to keep track of rebounds at the start of this game. I'm not doing a very good job.
It's not the easiest thing. I can't even keep track of points most of the time.
I have a hard enough time keeping track of last names. And they're going to get Stephanie Whitney for the travel here. She just started taking off before she started dribbling. It's going to be the Bulldogs' ball.
Crossover by Miller goes all the way to the rim. Nobody stopped her. She missed it, though. And Jaden came up with the rebound. She tosses it out here to Austin.
Yeah, and the Huskies are going to need to make sure they don't get caught flat-footed, especially against this team right here as they're looking to slash. It's Mary Bear looking for somewhere to go with the ball. Picks up her dribble.
Back to Whitney. She'll go all the way to the rim. Scoop with the left hand, and she'll go to the rim to shoot 2 points.
Nice little move there by Stephanie Whitney, taking it to the hoop.
She does a great job of going left. And this one, she's going to be rewarded with 2 attempts from the free throw line.
It's been fun to watch her game develop as the season's gone on, too. The growth, especially the confidence of taking the ball to the hoop. She's always been a pretty good defender, and she's got quite a motor on her, but she's really starting to develop on the offensive side of things.
Miller's the one who picked up her foul, her first, team 6. Both teams are now sitting at 6. We're going to shoot a lot of free throws here. Well, not a lot, because we only got 2:50 to go here in the second half.
Yeah,
first half.
Who knows? We might be shooting a lot of free throws.
It's a possibility.
It could be a long 250 if that's the case.
Good box out by Morgan. And she ripped that one down, gets it back to Miller.
As Rath is on the outside, and not the person you want to leave open on the outside there.
No, you don't want to do that, and you don't want to let Brooke Stoll shoot one either, and she knocks it in.
Yeah, kind of just lost the opponent there, the person with the ball, as everyone kind of turned their back.
That's 10 early for Brooke Stoll. She's come to play here tonight.
Jaden Spears going to try to answer with a shot of her own, and this one can't.
She'll get an offensive rebound. Second attempt, no good, but Mary Baird up and in and good. Hot dang, Northern Valley going after the offensive rebounds
That's
here.
That's something you love to see from them, getting aggressive on the offensive boards and getting extra opportunities on the glass.
Mary Baird goes see if she can make it a 3-point play. This foul goes against Raina Taylor.
And the free throw
No
is just
foul,
short off the front of the iron.
Work continues to do the damage in there. She rips her another rebound.
Miller just backs her way down in there for a shot and gets her own rebound. And
what an education.
Just a one-person show right there.
She just gave Austin right there on that one.
And Austin better be careful of the woof there. Kind of gets rid of it, gets it to Braxton Cox. Over to Mary Baird, back to Cox. Caught deep in the corner.
Inside to Jaden Spear. Kick it right back outside. Whitney for the long 2-pointer. Just goes off the front iron. Long rebound tracked down by Braxton. Now into the corner to Spear. Now back to Cox. To Whitney. All the way around they go with it. Back to Whitney at the top of the key. She's going to go around Miller. Up and in for Stephanie Whitney.
Have we seen that play before?
We just did. We just did.
Hey, if you're the Bulldogs, you better take note of that because she's feeling confident with that left hand right now.
Inside to Miller as she turns and faces against Austin.
Good play there by Miller, going up strong.
Cash money is what you should call Cassie Miller when she gets that ball that deep inside. Cox is first. As Warwick sits, and so does Raina Taylor.
This one's long. Austin Cox comes down with the rebound and pushes the other way for the Huskies. And she's looking to go coast to coast with it, and she does.
Nice left hand there by Austin, but she took it to the rim.
Good job by Austin keeping her eyes up on that one and seeing what was in front of her and finding the opening and taking it right at the defense. And Oh, got called. I think this one's also going to be on Austin Cox. Maybe
It
came
is.
down
It
just
is.
a little too much on that one.
She got lost trying to pick up who she was guarding,
Just
and they
started swinging at the ball.
They left Ashley Stoll wide open.
If you're going to get lost,
don't lose
without
Ashley.
one person.
So the 74% free throw shooter to the line, and she's working on 75 as she's hit 3 in a row here in this one. 75 is a pretty good clip from the line for the season.
Yeah, that's something that it's a good goal for everyone to strive towards, for
and
sure.
She goes there a lot. She's a perfect 4 for 4 so far tonight from the line. 34-14 as Rath picks it away from Austin, but she's going to miss it, and she'll get – who are they going to give it to?
I'm not sure. It's going to be on
Stephanie Whitney. Rath goes back to the line. I think she picked up her intensity after she got smacked in the mouth a little bit ago.
Might have frustrated her a little bit, fired her up.
Brianna misses her first attempt here. Second attempt is up and no good. But Stoll with her offensive rebound. Now back
somehow still alive.
Hell Ball's going to stay here.
Great job by the Bulldogs keeping that one alive.
That ball is in play there. It's got to go over the backboard. It can stay up there all day long and hit as many times as it wants. It's got to go over and bound to the backside. They get the ball back into Brookstow. Good closeout there by Spear as Cox goes for the steal, and Braxton comes away with it. But Rath, I tell you, she's intense, man. She went diving in there to save that one, but it's going to be turned over in the possession arrow.
With a new fire.
She most definitely is. There's 21 seconds to go here before halftime. Whitney is going to bring it up the corner and set the offense here for Northern Valley. She picks up her dribble now, gets it over to Braxton with 12 seconds to go.
Both teams trying to go into the locker room with a little bit of momentum after this.
Rath with the steal. Is she going to get one off with 5 seconds to go? Gets it over, and Taylor will shoot the long three-pointer. No good. That'll carry us to half.
I'm claiming it as senior night then, if it is or not. It is now on our
Maybe
broadcast.
they have a game on Tuesday at home. You don't know. I don't know the Bulldogs' schedule there.
It's our senior night for them.
I guess, Harley, if you're out there, you can text me in and tell me whether we have it or not. Northern Valley starts in the man-to-man. They run a straight play here, going to free up a wide open three in the corner for Miller. No good. But Morgan Wark goes to work and scores on the offensive rebound.
Wark just had better positioning there on that rebound and found herself with an easy bucket at the end of the play. It's Mary Baird looking for somewhere to go with the ball. Remember, she can dribble. Tania Spear picks up hers, finds Mary Baird in the corner, kicks it back around to Vesteka. Good swinging by the Huskies. Got to keep that positioning, though.
Stolen out of there by Cassie.
We're going to get tied up again. I'm not keeping track of jump balls, but that's probably, the 100th one. I don't know.
It was a lot, and I'm worried about Cassie there. She kind of grimaced there as she went down on that one. Tough girl, I know that for a fact. Good to see her moving pretty smooth there.
Yeah, hopefully something that she can kind of just walk off here and nothing too serious. You hate to see a player like her have to leave the game with an injury for sure.
Good save there by Stoll as both Stoll sisters hit the ground hard. Long three here by Rath is going to be just short.
Picks up her own rebound, though. Good job following her shot.
Brooke now gets it inside to Cassie, and she's going to get bumped. And Vesteka is going to get the whistle called against her.
I believe that would be her third of the game.
So Shaylee probably going to have to come and sit. No, it's fourth.
My goodness.
Sorry, Miss Shaylee, but you're going to have to sit a little bit now.
Yeah. Hopefully she can stay warm over there on the bench because she's probably not going to get to play much of this quarter. The Huskies just lost the ball on that one.
And Ashley Stoll, she gets the reward of the points.
Gets the ball to Austin Cox over to Mary Baird. I'd like to see Mary drive baseline there. She throws it away as Jaden Spear wasn't looking for the pass.
Miller pump fake, goes around Cox, pulls up for the jump shot, no good.
They're all fighting for the rebound.
Morgan
here.
with another big rebound. She does the dirty work inside, and she gets rewarded again here. Here's Brooke for three, no good.
This one
It's
through
tapped
the
out by
hands of-
Miller. Oh, my goodness, hard goes into the deck as Brooke stole. And we'll go a time. Ferocious. I mean, we can pick up whatever big word you want to use here, and it's going to qualify for
Good. We'll stick with that one.
good. It's just pretty good. Baird's going to be open for three. She'll fire it. This is going to be just short as Ashley Stoll rips the rebound down, kicks it over to Cassie, looks to advance it up the floor to Rath. Wide open in the corner for three. Sapalash.
It's pretty much just a given if you're going to give her that much room in the corner.
Almost, I think that's her 36th three on the year.
Pretty automatic from over there. This foul's going to be on the floor against White, number 2, so that's going to be Rath.
Excuse me, I went back to it. Rath's 38th three-pointer of the season. Braxton Cox, yeah, she'll try to echo it. This one, no good. Ashley with the rebound. Pushes it to Cassie. Now to Rath again. She's going to make
Not
it.
the person you want to leave in the corner.
Now she'll fire it away.
Not
No
really
good.
Sure how many she's going to have to make
Big
for the
rebound,
Huskies to
and
go
Cox
put something
fouled.
in her face.
Yeah, Cox fouled Miller. They're doing a good job of offensive rebounding in there, so the Bulldogs are.
Right. Like I was saying, though, I'm not really sure how many more they're going to let Rath shoot before they go and put a hand in her face out there in her money spot, as she's made, what you say, 38 on the year?
38.
Yeah.
Miller's first make of the night here. She struggled a little bit from the line tonight. This will be her. She makes the second one. I believe now she's 2 for 6 on the night.
So Austin Cox goes to work against Rath, but gets the ball to Mary Baird. Flashes to the low post. Jaden Spear didn't see her. Gets the ball back to Mary Baird here as it gets poked away by Cassie Miller. As she goes calm, cool, and collected to the other side and gets fouled for more free throw shots. Not a lot of opposition as she went coast to coast with that one until she got to the hoop.
Whitney picks up her third foul. Fouls starting to mount for Northern Valley. 3 on Cox, 3 on Whitney, 4 on Vesteca. Free throw up and good for Miller. She make them both.
Yeah.
Cox fires the 3, going to be just short, no good. Miller's going to get it back here. And she's going to keep going.
Going to stay here with the Bulldogs as they got poked out by a Husky defender, they're saying. Miller looking to drive again, but this one's going to get away from her here.
Spear, good defense by her. Sorry, I'm stepping all over you.
Nope, you're good. It's a lot to say. I can't say it all, so.
We do have a lot to say here. Baird's going to, I thought she was going to kick it to her on the dribble pass. Spear picks it up deep in the corner. She's going to get it back because this tip there by the Bulldogs. Now get it to Whitney. She tries to go baseline. Cut off there by Ashley. Great defense by her. Steal in there by Neiman. And here comes the Bulldogs. Brooke down to Ashley. Now back to Brooke for 3. No good. Whitney grabs that rebound. Crossover, trying to work on Brooke Stoll. Now she gets it out to an open. Braxton Cox fires a 3. Sepalish. Nice shot there by Braxton.
Excellent shot from Braxton Cox.
Wish we could free her up for a few more throughout the season. Jaden anticipates that one quite well.
So Austin Cox is going to come back into the game for the Huskies, as well as number 21. That's going to be Amy Cheney for your Lady Bulldogs. And they're going to give Rath a break, as well as Stephanie Whitney. And
I didn't see it either.
The rest didn't see it either. So they're going to call it jump ball, and it's going to stay here with the.
At least they
the Lady
communicated with it, right? At least they asked everybody.
That was a tough
They
angle.
could have pulled the crowd. It's about the only thing. They could have phoned a friend. They could, but it's all right. They'll go to the possession arrow. That's what the rules say.
You can have as many eyes as you have out here, but there's always going to be those angles that you're just not going to see. As Cassie Miller gets free, but can't quite get it to go. They're going to get
Neiman for a foul.
Yep.
Carly going over the back.
Yeah, good positioning by Mary Baird there, setting herself up for the rebound and ultimately picking up the foul against her.
Hey, look here, they went zone.
Maybe trying to conserve some energy.
Nothing
that
but
looked good from my angle.
Yeah, nothing but the bottom of the net there for
tricked me.
Braxton. The problem is it didn't go through the rim.
It just
I thought
wasn't
it was
quite
good.
long enough.
It was an open shot for him. Glad she took it. Now she rips the steal out of there as Miller tried to go to the rim. Back to Brookstoll, open for three, makes it, she just short Ashley with the rebound, fires it up there.
Chucked one up there.
And
I don't know.
phoning it in here tonight is it's 44-17. It really is. It's unfair for all of them, all the way around. Here's Cox to set it as the Bulldogs have gone into a 2-3 defense here on the zone. They'll get it back to Cox. She'll fire the three. This one's going to be off to the right. No good. Brooks stole over to Ashley as they beat him down the floor with Carly, and she scores. Carly Neiman into the scoring books here tonight just for nothing but sheer hustle going from one end to the other and not pulling off the gas pedal.
Yeah, Husky's starting to look a little more gas, not getting back on defense near as fast right now, and the Bulldogs are capitalizing on it.
Trying to figure out somewhere to go, something to do, and it's ripped out of there by Cassie, as she goes all the way up with the left hand. She does not score this one. Swinging back to Braxton. Now over to Tania. Ball fake. Out of Mary Baird in the corner. Hadn't got many touches really in the whole game, has she?
Nothing that she's really able to do anything with anyway. Kind of just grabbing passes on the top of the key perhaps, but yeah, there's just not really been an opening down low for attack.
Bunch of subs in here as well as we're going to go Lauren Patman now into the game as she's going to get a foul here. As Whitney went hard at it. So we'll go Stoll, Neiman, Patton, Rath, Whitney, Baird, Cox, and Hendrickson into the game.
It's good to see Rebecca getting some minutes in this one, as she's been working hard all year. And we got another jump.
Trying to get it into Hendrickson. It's going to be turned over here and over to Rath. Hesitation dribble to Ashley Stoll. Now Rath open for three. Going to be just off to the side, but Neiman going to follow the rebound. No good. Rebound still loose. Mary Baird picks it up, gets it over to Braxton.
Braxton looking to slow the game down a little bit, maybe conserve some energy for the Huskies here as the length of this game is starting to take its toll.
3-point shot up here by Whitney, no good.
Mary Baird can't quite get that one saved, so it's going to be out on the Huskies, and it's going to go back towards the Bulldogs. Mary Baird's going to take a seat here as I didn't see who came in. Jaden Spear came into the game for her.
Under a minute to go here in this third quarter.
And what's been a hard-fought battle between both teams. I know the score might not show a close game, but both teams have been working very hard. It's been a very aggressive, very physical game in this one.
Brilliant play there by Ashley. Look at her just work here. I mean, come on. She fights through here and there, swing through and goes all the way to the baseline, up and in for the score.
Yeah,
Beautiful play by her.
Move.
Cox goes off of Pittman's foot.
It's going to stay here for the Huskies. Tania Spears is going to come into the game, and Stephanie Whitney's going to take a seat as might have hurt her hand a little bit. Hopefully not.
Steal there by Taylor.
I didn't see what happened.
Austin turned it over to Taylor. Nobody guarding Pittman. She'll step into a shot here. No good. Cox comes away with it. With 3, she gets it over to Braxton, open for 3, and she buries it.
It's a good person to get the ball to.
Braxton's a good shooter.
She's been a good shooter.
Northern Valley trying to fire up here, trying to go man-to-man all the way around now again as we start the fourth quarter of action. Taylor missed that shot there. Baird with the rebound.
Good job by Cox keeping her footing on that one. She kind of started to slip. I thought maybe she was going to get called for a travel.
Inside to Baird. She turns and faces. Now she'll swing it to Whitney. He'll take it to the rim, kicks it back to Spears. Some movement there. It's a good shot there. No good. Good rebound there by Raina. So Raina Taylor running the point here. She kicking it back out to Weiner, and now back inside to Carly. No good, but what a rebound and put back there by Sydney Taylor.
And that's exactly what your coaches want to see right there. You follow the shots, you clean up on the boards, and good things will happen.
How did
this one gets tipped away? And Weiner's going to take the ball up the court for the Bulldogs. Finds Cheney in the corner, but kicks it back over there to Neiman.
Shot up and
that's
good.
Amy
Cheney gets into the books.
And
the junior.
What we were saying earlier about the bench not being very active is the bench is starting to become a little more active as this game goes on and doing their part for sure.
The second half is making it work here. Beautiful play on the defensive side by Neiman.
Great play by Neiman. Good block right there. They're going to call this ball. It's thrown out of bounds. It's going to be the Huskies' ball.
Into Whitney in the corner.
Driving baseline, being aggressive with it. They're going to get the block. I thought maybe it was going to be an offensive one as she was barreling in there. But they get, I'm not sure who the block was on.
Neiman gets that foul call.
Baird
fires one, no good. Jaden with the rebound. She'll get a second opportunity and score for the senior Jaden Spear.
I can confirm that it is Jaden Spears' last regular season game as a senior.
Yeah,
I know our schedule.
As Northern Valley gets a steal here, trying to go in transition. They get it to Spear. Now into Jaden Spear. She'll turn and try and find somewhere to go with it. She's kind of smothered in there by Carly. Flips it all the way back to Spear, or to Whitney, and we'll have a backcourt violation.
Just kind of lost it on her leg there.
With a 30-point lead there in a league game. We'll have a continuous clock. Nice play by Pittman.
Unfortunately, the ball didn't go. It didn't reward her for her good play right there. Yeah, you would love to see that go in for such a good basketball move and a good play.
Yeah, you can just see when I would like to see what the practice is like for Coach Parker Christensen over there as
I'm sure it's not the most relaxed place you've ever been.
You pull everybody off the bench and they're all active and they all know how to shoot the ball. It's pretty good, pretty fun to watch, really.
Mary Baird gets the ball here,
Hey.
pulls up with a jumper. A nice little 2-point jumper right there for Mary Baird. The Huskies get into a 2-3 offense, or defense, my apologies. Trying to conserve a little energy, and the 3-ball hasn't been necessarily falling for them, so maybe they're going to switch things up and try to stop them from getting beat in the paint so bad, as that's where most of the points have been coming from in these last couple of quarters.
Pittman to fire a 3, no good in the corner. She's going to step on the line as she tracks it down. I say Pittman, it's Patman. Sorry. Jaden Spear into
Good little dump down there to Braxton Cox.
Yeah.
Good vision. That's what I like to see.
That's what it's supposed to look like here. The point to the high point, and then a backdoor cut and score for Braxton.
Yeah, good play by Braxton, knowing that there was no one in front of her and she could cut to the basket there too. And that's something, as the season's gone on, I know it's been a tough year for the Lady Huskies, especially record-wise, but you start to see plays like that, and that wasn't anywhere close to their minds at the beginning of this year.
Good steal here by Sydney Haler. She's up and in with that score.
But like I was saying, they got things that they can definitely build off of here. They're a very young team overall. There's a couple, Jaden Spear being the lone senior, but there's a lot of freshmen and a lot of sophomores playing out here for this Lady Huskies team, and so this is a building block for sure on the rest of their careers. Mary Baird should turn around and look at the basket there when there's not a defender on her, but I don't think she realized.
You've been a pretty good brother here on the broadcast.
Yeah,
I don't know if I've been so easy. Now, see, she wanted a 3. No, but that one goes begging.
Yeah. She must be watching the NBA, thinking she's Steph Curry. She didn't get the 3-point ball from me, even though she's a lot better shot out there than I was, that's for sure. Then again, I wasn't a very good 2-point shooter either.
Long 3-pointer rattles out. That's shot by Weiner, but couldn't go.
And this is going to be on
Wart.
Yeah, she's
Gets
been
that
working.
foul.
Props to her for working hard down there. I know you said earlier in the game she does a lot of the dirty work for this team, getting a lot of boards and allowing a lot of extra scoring opportunities for these Lady Bulldogs. Necessarily doesn't put up the numbers that a lot of them do in the points category, but a lot of those points that they score come from her hard work down low.
She's very integral in making this team go as well as that bench is here for Golden Plains.
A lot of unsung heroes here for the Lady Bulldogs, which is what you need if you're going to have a very successful team. You need more than just a scorer. You need that depth, and you need those people who are going to do the blue-collar work, the nitty-gritty down there. As we've got only 50 seconds left in this game. That's a 5-second call. As the defense has been good the whole game from the Lady Bulldogs, and nothing's been easy for the Huskies. So,
is that the third or the fourth 5-second call we've had?
I think that would be the third, if I'm correct.
Long swing pass here to Raina Taylor, now swinging around all the way around the top of the key. Going to get back to and move it around. As they're going to probably just set, no, the Weiner going to fire that one from 3-point land. No good. It's Vesteka back into the game. She had to sit most of that third quarter with those 4 fouls.
Picked up her 4th foul really early in the third quarter.
Jaden Spear all the way to the rim, but no, if this ball game is going to be over here tonight.
Good hard fight by the Lady Huskies against a